Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brainwork. Today, we're going to be talking about something that is really interesting, and I got this from Micheal Beckwith. So, if you are interested in learning more about this, I definitely recommend that you check him out. So, we're going to be talking about the 4 stages of spiritual growth or the 4 levels of consciousness. And the very first stage is the one where most people spend most of their life, and it's the stage of victimhood. They feel like something outside of them is determining their inner world. So if they're unhappy, they think it's the circumstances around them that are making them unhappy instead of their thoughts and what they have going on inside. They have this mentality of, why me? Why doesn't anything ever change? And they always have a blame story. There's always somebody or something that they blame, but they never blame themselves. And their attention is on the lack. So this is something that Alan Watts refers to as the backwards law, right? It's when you focus on what you don't, when you focus on what you want, you're actually focusing on the lack thereof. So if I spend a lot of my time focusing on wanting to be beautiful, then I would actually feel uglier because I'm constantly focusing on what I don't have or what I think I don't have. So this constant pursuit is actually creating resistance to what is trying to emerge from within you. So this is the very first stage. And something else I want to mention is that you can be in different levels in different areas of your life. And again, if you want to learn more about this, I definitely recommend that you check out Micheal Beckwith, but I'm just going to be covering the 4 stages, and it's something that you can reflect on. So the second stage is the manifestor stage. This one is also a bit more well known. This is when you start learning about the different laws of the universe. You learn that thoughts are units of mental energy, and you start doing things like saying affirmations and visualizing, right? You start exercising your language and you realize the power that your thoughts have and that your thoughts are creating your reality. This is when you start seeing that life is for you, it's not against you, and that you are creating life. But this is still only the second stage. And I think the perfect way to summarize the manifestor stage of consciousness is that this is masculine energy. It's very focused on the results and doing things, being logical, very left brain focused. And now we move on to the third stage. The third stage is channel or opening. This is when you start realizing that life is alive and there's infinite possibilities for you. This is when you start expressing yourself even more, who you are underneath the mask, and you start realizing that life is for us. You become a channel, you start letting go and allowing life to flow through you instead of trying to force it or thinking that something outside of you is controlling life. You realize that it is just flowing through you. And you start surrendering to the will of life and realize that you have unlimited power, creativity, beauty. You can manifest anything you want without having to actually sit there and say affirmations and visualize and script. It's just happening through you. And this can instead, comparing this to the second stage, this can instead be described as feminine energy. You're allowing it to happen. You are more experience oriented instead of being results oriented, and you just be. Now, the very last stage is the stage of being. This is where that separation between you and life dissolves. You no longer see life as being something outside of you or something you can't control or something you can control with your mind. You realize that you are life. You become one with life. You realize that you are to the universe what a wave is to the ocean. Excuse me. So, just as a wave isn't a separate entity, it's a part of the ocean, right? You are a part of the universe. You are the universe. And this is when you start allowing the light of your soul to emerge and you start practicing non attachment. A lot of people stay very attached to the things in their life, not only materialistic pursuits, but as well as the people in their life, right? They think, oh, I'm happy because of my husband or my wife, or it's my friend, or maybe it's my job or the finances that I have. They're attached to something in their life and they think that that is what is bringing them joy. So you can experience each of these 4 stages in different parts of your life. So, what I want you to reflect on and what your brain work for this episode is that I want you to think about, for the majority of your life, the most parts of your life, what stage are you at right now? Are you maybe in the victim stage? Or maybe you're at the 3rd level and you're a channel and you allow life to flow through you. So consider that. Let me know what you come up with, and also see what is something that you could do, 1 or 2 small things that you could do to maybe move up a level of consciousness. And again, you can get creative with it and it depends on which level you're at, but maybe let's say you're at the 1st level and you want to move up to level 2. Maybe instead of blaming other people and circumstances for wherever you are in your life, maybe start taking some responsibility and see what you can change about yourself in order to grow and become a better version of yourself, and allow the universe, God, your soul, whatever you want to say, allow it to emerge from within you, and so that you can be the best version of yourself and you can move up these levels of consciousness. And of course, the benefit is greater peace of mind, being more loving and compassionate. And of course, that's what you want, right? So let me know what you get as your answer. Make sure you rate and review, and I will catch you guys next time.